Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Crack That Turning Problems into Solutions. This is me Priyasha Das and today I am up with the day 13 of the CMAT workshop series with the final video where we'll be discussing some important tips related to verbal and reasoning. But before that, let me tell you about the target batch of MAHCT examination 2022. So if you're planning to give this examination and get yourself enrolled into top B schools like JVIMS, Simshri and Pumba, then please don't miss out this opportunity of getting yourself enrolled into this batch, because here the tutors, the best tutors on board, will be teaching you completely in line and with the pattern of this examination, so that your chances of converting these colleges will be much greater than others. So what you need to do is just click on the link in the description box and subscribe yourself to the MAHCT goal on Unacademy, and then don't forget to use my code Priyasha10 while enrolling into it to get an additional instant discount of 10%. And another very important update for the ones who are preparing for any kind of examination: if you're having a doubt, then now you need not wait for anybody else, but you can use the Unacademy's Ask a Doubt feature, which was earlier present on the Unacademy app, is now present on the Unacademy website also, with brand new updates. Like earlier you could just post 3 doubts at a go, but now along with these 3 doubts you can also post 2 additional doubts while you're waiting for your solution to come up, and you can also get the solutions in your preferred language. Isn't it fantastic? What you just need to do is click your picture, crop it accordingly, and then submit it right there, either on the website or on the app. For this, you need to have the latest version of the Unacademy app with you, or you need to visit the Unacademy website. So you can do that using the links in the description box. And now let's get a video started. Hello everyone, welcome to the day 13 of the CMAT special workshops, where we'll be learning some important tips for verbal and logical reasoning section of CMAT. So for the verbal section, I have created 2 videos already, in which I took some sections which I haven't covered in my videos yet. So I took some specific questions for the CMAT and I've discussed them. The link will be there in the description box. The first comment as well. You can refer to the part 1 and part 2 of the verbal related workshop. So, and in the part 2, I discussed some questions related to the RCs. So RCs are very specific and very special for CMAT, because when we are learning RCs, we have 3 types of RCs. The first RC is the banking based RCs, or the government based examinations RCs, where the question is just a direct state in the passage, like the answer would be directly there in the passage, line to line, copied and same, and it's really easy to solve them. Then comes another category of RCs which you see in the ZAT and the CAT type of examinations, which are mostly like 95% they are inference based questions only. They really want you to understand each and every line of the passage and then answer accordingly, like what's the author's point of view, which of the following arguments are strong or weak with respect to the author's point. These type of questions require the knowledge for the understanding of the entire passage. But when it comes to CMAT has a very special blend of direct answers plus inference based answers. How is that possible? That is possible when you have questions in which the answers will be directly there in the passage, but in the options they will be rephrased. So if you understood that particular thing, you can rephrase it and find out which option is actually depicting the same information. So for doing these well, what you need to do is just first use the keywords to spot the sentence in the passage, and then use your rephrasing skills to find out which option is basically the option they are talking about. So that was about RC, and we have discussed it in detail using an example of CMAT PYQ only. So please go out and check out part 2 of the verbal workshop on CMAT. And rest, we have many questions on vocabulary based questions like synonyms, antonyms. Okay, we have questions based on idioms and phrases. So I have taken some live classes on Unacademy as well, where I taught idioms and phrases and how to deal with them as well. So you can check out the recorded sessions on Unacademy as well. My profile link will be there in the description box, so you can check that out and check out some of my videos of verbal related stuff over there. Lots of videos and classes have been taken on verbal. on Unacademy, so you can surely go and check out those recorded sessions if you have time. And apart from synonyms, antonyms, idioms, and phrases, we have another topics like sentence improvement. Now, sentence improvement is yet another section which is special in the CMAT part. Why? Because this improvement is actually leading to rephrasing only. That means I can call someone in two different ways, right? So that's improvement. You can improve it. That doesn't mean that the first part was not correct, okay, or grammatically incorrect. You can just replace that set of words with some other words as well, and that depicts how well you know about vocabulary. So keep that in mind, that CMAT का पेपर घुमा फिरा कर आपको rephrasing and vocabulary से related questions ही पूछता है. And if the verbal section is considered, then more than 70% of the paper revolves around your vocabulary skills only, and very less amount is paid to your inference skills. Even verbal reasoning के जो questions होते हैं ना, sentence and argument, sentence and conclusion, उनको भी उन्होंने verbal से हटाकर logical reasoning के section में डाल दिया है, where the questions are no longer answered with respect to the verbal reasoning or the critical reasoning skills. Rather, these questions are asked based on the topics of वेन डायग्राम. जैसे कि कंक्लूजन स्टेटमेंट के क्वेश्चंस आप इजीली आंसर कर सकते हो यूजिंग वेन डायग्राम्स, लाइक ऑल डक्स आर बर्ड्स, ऑल बर्ड्स आर हेन्स. सो इस तरह के क्वेश्चन पे से कंक्लूजन निकालने को कहते हैं वो लोग. सो दैट इज अ शिफ्ट फ्रॉम द वर्बल reasoning to the logical reasoning. So what they try to do is they just want their candidate to have a good vocabulary as well as good rephrasing skills. एक सेम सेंटेंस को, एक सेम सेट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन को आप कितनी डिफरेंट वेज में लिख सकते हो, वो एक्चुअली वही टेस्ट करना चाहते हैं. एंड फिर आता है सम एसेंशियल एरर डिटेक्शन एंड सेंटेंस करेक्शन, जो कि हर वोकैबुलरी बेस्ड और वी कैन से ग्रामर बेस्ड का फेवरेट टॉपिक है. Okay, so error detection, sentence correction come hand in hand together. Okay, and then you have questions on para jumbles and para completions. So para jumbles and para completions भी एक important part है इस पेपर का. Now, what are the tips which I can provide you in all these sections? मैंने आपको बता तो दिया कि ये चीजें आती हैं, but how would you actually replace it? And one more vocabulary related question is one word substitution. So one word substitution is yet another very important section जहाँ पर surely you will get a question from that. Now, what is the tip and how will you manage to do all of this in few days left for the exam? So for doing this, I would not really recommend you to take up the Wren and Martin book or any, learning book or theory book right now and start doing it. अभी जितने कम नंबर ऑफ डेज हमारे हाथ में बच गए हैं, दिस इज द टाइम व्हेन आवर ब्रेन विल बी स्टिमुलेटेड मोर बाय क्वेश्चंस देन बाय थ्योरी. So remember this suggestion is just for the ones who are planning to give this year 2022 CMAT only, because by the time this video will be released, you would be left with very few days in your hand. So keeping that in mind, your brain will be stimulated by questions. And where will you get questions? Either in a book or on the websites. And which websites will you refer for free questions? Now here is the key. If you compare a CMAT verbal section paper, PYQ, with any banking related verbal section, you will see that the paper is approximately 85% similar. Okay, so इसका मतलब है कि mocks, if you don't really want to spend in money in mocks or something right now, you can surely save that money and you can invest it over where, like not invest money, invest your time in websites of banking. बहुत सारे ऐसे banking websites हैं या फिर ऐसे websites हैं जो banking related questions आपको like in bulk provide करते हैं in terms of set 1 2 3 4 like this. Okay, so you can refer to any one of those websites which is providing you more than 10-20 practice sets on each topic. तो आप टॉपिक वाइज टेस्ट दे दो, एवरी डे 2 टॉपिक्स, एंड देन उसके बाद the number of days which are left for the examination, you can give a mixed bag question as well. Trust me, you would be so happy and you would see the difference, okay, that you will get so many questions to practice, and after that you would be also feeling confident enough to go and appear for your CMAT examination, because level almost same hai grammar based questions का. एंड व्हेन इट कम्स टू आरसी, बस आपको अपने रिफ्रेजिंग पे काम करना चाहिए और वो ऑटोमेटिकली ठीक हो जाएगा जब आप कुछ क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करोगे वर्बल रिलेटेड. I would literally not want any one of you to actually take up your books and start reading the theory for any of these topics. Now is the time when you need to just focus on the questions and start learning from the mistakes you do in the questions. All right. So that's all about the verbal section, guys. Quickly moving down to the logical reasoning section. So for logical reasoning, there is an essential thing which I want to share with you guys. I've already shared part 1 in which I've taken some PYQs and helped you with the concept. Now I want to tell you that they are also very much in love with non-verbal type of questions, and non-verbal type of questions are generally diagram based questions, okay. So for the LR part, make sure you are good with the non-verbal series, diagrams and things like that, okay. This comes a lot in these examinations. And generally, again, LR ka paper bhi, the reason why I took this important tips of verbal and reasoning together in one section is because verbal and reasoning का paper बिल्कुल सिमिलर होता है बैंकिंग के लेवल से. बैंकिंग के लेवल से सीमैट का लेवल एलआर और वर्बल के लिए बिल्कुल मैच करता है, एंड दैट्स द प्लेस वेयर यू कैन गेट लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ प्रैक्टिस मटेरियल. टॉपिक वाइज सॉल्व करें फर्स्ट फ्यू डेज, and after that jump into the mixed bag type of questions. And you know what, just like in the banking examination, if you get 25 questions, then they will try to give you all the 25 questions different. Similarly, in CMAT paper also, if you go through the PYQs, you will realize that all the 20 questions or 25 questions which were there earlier is almost different. All sections, they try to cover all possible sections they can in their reasoning section. The only difference is that कभी कभी they come up with a comprehension based question. या तो आपको blood relation के questions में comprehension दे देंगे, या directions के question में, या input output के questions में आपको 2-3 questions will be combined together with one comprehension. Otherwise बाकी के सारे questions सारे different अलग sections से होंगे. So if you visit any website, you will get to know what are the sections of logical reasoning. मेरी खुद की part 1 में मैंने सारे sections को define किया है. So you can surely go out and check that video as well. आपको सारी sections के बारे में पता चल जाएगा. You just need to note down the concept or the way I have solved those questions in the LR part 1 of the verbal of the logical reasoning workshop for CMAT, and rest everything will be covered. अब इसमें जब इतना wide scope है हमारे पास, so how will we actually do everything in time before the examination? The only trick is LR quizzes. एंड आपको वो फ्री कहाँ मिलेंगे? सारी बैंकिंग वेबसाइट्स पे फ्री मिलेंगे. So on the banking websites, you will have multiple test papers for free to practice. And if you practice them, that will be more than enough for you to go ahead and give the examination confidently. What you just need to keep, okay, in your mind is, first thing, that you have to practice a minimum of 30 LR questions in one day. And I am saying this number, keeping the number of days left for your examination. Minimum 30 questions from different sections of LR, you can practice them. उससे क्या होगा? You will come across various logics, and ज़्यादा question solve करने से you can think of more logics in 1 minute. Like for example, if you get a question, let's say you get a question of series, तो आपको 4 numbers दिए हुए हैं, you have to find out which is the next number. लॉजिक कुछ भी हो सकता है. लॉजिक सिर्फ +4 हो सकता है, लॉजिक +4 into 2 हो सकता है, लॉजिक +4 -1 +4 -2 +4 -3 भी हो सकता है विद कंसिक्वेंट टर्म्स. बट ये सारे लॉजिक्स को तुरंत सोचने के लिए आपके दिमाग को चाहिए a variety which you provide it before you sit in an examination, और ये variety आपको questions करके ही मिलेंगे. So make sure that you do more number of questions before the examination, and that will be more than enough for you to confidently go and give the examination and come out with flying colors. सो LR से रिलेटेड ये सारे इंफॉर्मेशन तो हो गए. एक और सेक्शन है जो स्पेसिफिकली CMAT के LR में श्योरली होता है. That is something which is shifted from the verbal section to the LR section. That's statements, and then you have arguments, and then you have conclusion, and then you have assumptions and then you have inference. ओके सो इस तरह के सेक्शंस स्टेटमेंट्स के साथ आते हैं, बट ये वर्बल रीजनिंग का पार्ट नहीं है, क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग का पार्ट नहीं है. ये आप ध्यान से समझ लीजिए. इसका मतलब ये है दैट यू आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चंस यूजिंग द वेन डायग्राम. सो स्टेटमेंट कंक्लूजन में आपका क्वेश्चन होगा ऑल हट्स आर हाउसेस. सो दिस इज हट्स and this is houses, and then they will say all houses are home. So then we will make another circle and say that this is home. So there you will solve this question like that, and then the conclusion will be all homes are huts. तो ये conclusion गलत होगा based on the diagram which you make. So सारे questions आपको उसी basis पे करने हैं. Argumentative and assumption type questions थोड़े बहुत लाइक लॉजिक बेस्ड हो सकते हैं. लाइक अगर आपको किसी आर्ग्यूमेंट को स्ट्रॉन्ग प्रूफ करना है तो उसके लिए आपको रेलिवेंट रीजन गिवन है या नहीं, आपको बस वो सर्च करना है. सो यू कैन डेफिनेटली गो एंड चेक आउट माय अनअकैडमी वीडियोस एज वेल ऑन स्टेटमेंट अजम्पशन, स्टेटमेंट आर्ग्यूमेंट्स एंड स्टेटमेंट कंक्लूजन. उससे वो ऑफ कोर्स हाई लेवल है. तो अगर आपने वो समझ लिया देन वेरी इजीली यू विल बी एबल टू डू द LR बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस ऑन स्टेटमेंट्स एज वेल. So that was all about this video, guys. I shared some tips for you people over here related to verbal and logical reasoning. If you found this video useful, then please like this video, share it with more and more people. And if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe this channel as well. I'll be up with more such videos. Till then, all the best for your examination, and thank you so much for watching.